Check this now. Yeah. Love Jack. Yeah, it is blessed from the Most High, who sit upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. Yeah. Yeah, it is blessed from the Most High, who sit upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. Yeah, it is blessed from the Most High, who sit upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. Yeah. Just so the king shall come to govern over his people, minister righteousness unto them, no? And him still don't know. Yeah, it is blessed from the Most High, who sit upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. Yeah. Yeah, it is blessed from the Most High, who sit upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. Yeah, so the spirit of knowledge still. Yeah, I make it flow like when the water flow straight down from the banks of the river Nile. Here what? Check this now. Cha-cha, 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 cha-cha. Our oneness. Yeah, it is blessed from the Most High, who sit upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is blessed from the Most High, who sit upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. Yeah. Check this now. Yeah, it is blessed from the Most High, who sit upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. No man. Our oneness. It mean it. Really love. The love of nature. Really love. Check this now. Yeah. Love Jack. High, who seated upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. Yeah. Yeah, it is blessed from the Most High, who seated upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. Yeah, it is blessed from the Most High, who seated upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. Yeah. Just the king shall come to govern over his people, minister righteousness unto them, no? And him still don't know. Yeah, it is blessed from the Most High, who seated upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. Yeah. Yeah, it is blessed from the Most High, who seated upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. Yeah, so the spirit of knowledge stay. Yeah, I make it flow, like when the water flow, straight down from the banks of the river now. Here what? Check this now. Cha-cha, 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 cha-cha. I want this. Yeah, it is blessed from the Most High, who seated upon his throne in Zion, and reign it in the hearts of all flesh. Yeah, yeah.
Ahoy, mateys! Here's Mongo. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. Yo, Osiris in the house. What up, dude? Good morning. All right. We were doing a little sailing around last night, me and a couple crewmates. And we were doing some quests and stuff. And we went over to one of our friends' ports over here, the Dappers. We went over there. We were looking for some wood, like a special wood for one of the quests. So we thought we'd see if they had any, maybe they had a bunch, you know, kind of a thing. And we got there, and there was a pirate ship sailing around their port, threatening them. And they were like, you know, we're after you, and all this other stuff. And so it was pretty exciting over there. We went into a little locker and hid out for a minute. And then when the coast was clear, we jumped on our ship and sailed off. But they were getting attacked. they were pretty much getting attacked, so we gotta... So now Mongo's very concerned about the dappers. You working on your warrior on the new VOA? Very nice, dude. Warrior seems pretty fun. I like the banners that they can put down. They kind of remind me of totems in a way, you know? It's like a warrior with totems. It's pretty dope. Because I know there's one of them that boosts the melee attack up. And so whenever I was grouped on my rogue with a warrior, I was pumping, dude. They got this nice melee flag. A real nice melee banner. So we'd have like... I think the best group I ever had, it was like the warrior, a shaman, 2 rogues, and I want to say maybe a ranger and another melee class. It was like 2 rangers almost, I think. 2 rangers, 2 rogues, warrior, shaman, dude. We were frickin' destroying stuff. Well, I could go out on this raven. I'm very concerned about the dappers. They're capable, they can handle themselves, I know that. But, you know. A melee banner and a shout? Yeah, dude. That is gnarly combination. Let's see, what do we have? Do we have an ally here? Or? Companies in the Alliance of Temp, just us. Them dang old dappers getting in trouble. I guess the story is, because we were there for a minute and they started telling us the story, and then the pirate ship, like, actually came around the island and was there. So, like, stuff hit the fan. But, we saw it for our own eyes, you know. I got some new seeds that we can grow, some actual hemp seeds, not the not the peace flower, but pure hemp. We're being raided. What? Hey, jobbers, how you doing, my friend? What is up, man? Good morning to you. Well, hell, I'll be a dadgum son of a gun, lad. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, hey, how you doing, everybody? Name's Mongo. Mongo Verdello. We're still having fun over here on the RP server, doing some pirate shenanigans. As you can see, I've got 2 bottles on my belt. You know, proper pirate, proper pirate. If you don't have 2 bottles on your belt, are you even pirating? If you don't board their ship with a sword in one hand and 2 bottles on your belt, then are you even pirating, lad? Are you even out there on the waters? Thank you so much for the raid. And welcome in, raiders. Welcome in. We are enjoying a bit of Atlas. This is a pretty fun game. I like it a lot. I do. I like it a lot. And we get down on the role play. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and pull this one out. Boom. And then we're going to put in one of the hemp seeds. I want to just, you know, see what it grows into. It's probably going to grow into the same thing that this looks like. But instead of giving off peace flower, it's going to probably give off hemp. So, pretty cool. We can wild for it. We have a lot of hemp naturally growing on the island. So we could always just walk out the door and get hemp. But, you know, I like growing things. I like growing things. If I get a new seed, I put it in the ground. So thanks again and welcome in. Yeah, we're going to be doing a little RP today. We were over at one of our friends' ports. It's about 2 islands away. And they got attacked by some pirates while we were there. So, Mongo's a little concerned. He's a little concerned. He's not happy that his friends are being attacked. Hey! Holy shit, there's a giant alligator on the dock. I think he's attacking birds. Oh yeah, that's a big boy right there. Lake Placid, dude. We got Lake Placid in the game. Is he going after that horse? We'll jump on this horse, dude, and try to get away. He ain't eating our horse, dude. No way, bro. Not eating our horse. Oh, he got me from way up here. Woo! Let's go, matey. He was trying to eat our horse, dude. We can't let that stand. This is a big boy here. This is a big boy. I don't know how he got on the dock, but... Ooh! Usually he's over in that lagoon back there underneath the arch. I guess he must have got hungry, come out. Closer I am, the more damage I do with this thing. This is probably one of the higher damage weapons in the game. Blunderbuss. Hey, Montager, how you doing today, Fred? We need to... I hope we meet up. I hope we meet. Mongo! Dude, look at this alpha croc. All up in our town. He was eating a horse. I said, what the hell? He's eating a horse. I think you need your shoulder cannon for this croc. Yeah, dude. This is an alpha, so this is like a what you would call like an elite, you know, or a group mob or something. He's tougher than normal croc. This is a big boy right here. This is a big boy. Lake Placid. I want to hit him in the head, but sometimes he turns around. Here we go. Let me get a good dome shot on him. Boom! He's running. He's running. Oh! Looks like a freaking dragon, dude. Here we go, here we go, here we go. The Mario. Super Mario! Got him. He was eating a horse, man. He was going to town on a horse. Wow, he had everything that a croc could have. Most valuable intern award. Damn, that was a lot of stuff on one croc. Well, I'll be a dadgum son of a gun, them dang old crocs. Alright, we'll have to be careful with the horses and stuff, I think, because this guy almost got destroyed. He seems to have been holding up against the bites, right? But if I wouldn't have seen it, I think he would have got the horse down, because the horse wasn't defending himself. The horse was just kind of chilling. Maybe we should put these birds away. They look like juicy morsels for a croc. Some juicy morsels. I could learn how to ride ostriches. That'd be cool. Ride around on a choco. You think crocs don't get increased headshot damage? You would keep on the neutral if they're outside? Yeah. I'm just going to put them away. These animals are out. They've been out for a few days, so whatever project they were on, they can just go right back into a little storage, you know? Did we get the lion in there too? Looks like it. Alright. Fantastic. Ostrich saddles. There we go. Look at all these birds, dude. I love it, but I also don't want to go over our tame limit that we have out. You know what I mean? But I think we're okay. All we have out is the birds. And the horses. That's not bad. Have you been enjoying the season so far, Montager? You guys having fun over there? Put all this crap in here. We're getting a new workshop built up, so that's pretty cool. Fresh alpha heart. Down there's some blood. Okay, we could throw this out. Throw all that shit out. Throw that ostrich egg out too. It's a big ass egg. Actually, I'll pick that up. We'll drop that off somewhere else. I'll put it on a pirate ship. Someone pirates me today, dude. They're getting an ostrich egg on the ship. I bought some warm spice blend for our brewer. He was looking for some. Let's go over to the brew house here. Little brewery. And we could just put it in here. That's where I ended up putting the yeast as well. I'll tell him about it. I'll say, hey, I put in some warm spice blend. Alright, I think that's it. Now I do need to hang a few more wall posters today. We need to go to Proudshire and hang one up, and we need to go to D2 and hang one up. Broken line and broken fishing pole. Let's see here. The broken fishing pole, I know I can do. I have to do kind of by fishing and actually breaking the pole. That would be hilarious, huh? So if I ever get pirated today, let's see. Let's do this. We'll put this here. And then if I get pirated, I'll just throw it at him. Just a big ass egg, dude. That's funny. I think I've been stopped maybe once so far. I've been red flared once so far. It's not bad. Alright, let me see here. What's in here? Ah, okay. Let's grab this stuff too. Some doctor stuff. Is the doc still on board? He is. Look, we're gonna have to bring him around again today. $14 kits. Uh-huh. Got the tools. Yep. Okay. Dull sewing needle. Got all that. Okay, looks good. I need a Bermuda skin for this sail. If I can get a Bermuda skin for the sail, I can. I could do a little paint job. I have a siren. I've got kind of like a cool mermaid sail that I could put on it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, more alchemical supplies for the doctor. I just keep shoving them in this box here. Religar, rib leaf, chitin blood. Yeah. Okay. We're getting a doctor's office and we're getting a new workshops. So we got the new workshop here, which I think looks pretty nice. And then I'm not sure where the doctor's office is going to go. He did build one yesterday, but he didn't like it, so he wanted to rebuild it somewhere else. So he tore it down. But I liked it. I thought it looked pretty nice. Yo, Smoky Main, what's up, dude? Good morning. Give me just a sec. I need to step away real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll have a few folks around today. I know Big Hoss said he's off for the day, so he'll probably be around. I think what I could do now is I could swing by Dapper's, touch base, see how they're doing, find out what transpired, and then I can hit Proudshire, and I need to hang up a wall sign there because Sunday we're having a little smoke out on the farm. We're having a little April 20th smoke out on the farm. So I'm trying to invite people over. I should write Duncan a letter and Logerson. I know they'd appreciate being invited. So let's do that. Let's do some mail. I'll put some crops on the ship and see if the Navy's open, if I could sell them. Craftable envelope, go to oh yeah, the good old Peace Flower Day. It did. We're gonna have a smoke out on the farm. I've been putting up posters to invite people here. Oh, you gotta take them out of the desk before you can write on them. Mongo. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah. All right. Blank letter. Verdello Farms Smokeout. Dear Captain Duncan, I would like to invite you to our farm for an April 20 smokeout. We will be smoking out all day, so please come by if you can. Actually, I'm not even writing in the body, am I? Hold on. You're not supposed to write it over there, I don't think. You're supposed to write it in here. Hey. Dear Captain Duncan, I would like to invite you to our farm for an April 20th smokeout. Smokeout, dude. We will be smoking out all day and all evening on Sunday the 20th. Please come by if you can and bring some lads. There will be munchies and entertainment. Is that how you spell entertainment? Entertainment. Sincerely, Mongo Verdello. GOV of Verdello Farms. Why did I just put GOV? Yeah. We'll do a little squiggly in here. Might not be proper. Oh, what the hell? Might not be proper, but I like it. Hey, we got ourselves a letter. Sealed envelope. Addressed to Verdello Farm Smokeout. What? Shit. I wrote it wrong. Hold on. Let's open it up. Damn. I was supposed to put his name in there. Fuck. Alright, let's do this again. One more time. Throw this one out. Alright, so you gotta put his name up here. So it'll be addressed to Captain Duncan. Alright, dear Captain Duncan, I would like to invite you to our farm for an April 20th smokeout. We will be smoking out all day and all evening. Bring some lads, as we will have munchies and entertainment. P.S. I have a new strain you will like. I should have the doctor roll up a joint called Duncan's Ding Dong. That'll be the new strain, Duncan's Ding Dong. We'll give him a whole bunch of them, dude. Oh man. Probably should put the location, huh? We are located in A2, excuse me, A4, Palani Island. Yeah. We'll be smoking out all day and all evening. Bring some lads, as we will have munchies and entertainment. P.S. I have a new strain you will like. Sincerely, Mongo Verdello, Governor of Verdello Farms. There we go. That'll work. That's a real letter. Hello. Yo, Cyber Jarl. Hello. We're writing letters, dude. We're writing frickin' letters. In-game mail. Message in a bottle? Exactly, dude. Addressed to Captain Duncan. There we go. Alright, let's do one for Logerson, because I know he would like to have one as well. Ole Logerson. Dear Ole Logerson, I would like to invite you to our farm for an April 20th smokeout. We are located in A4, Palani Island. There will be
Being raided. What?
munchies and entertainment.
We're being raided. What?
Hey, thank you, Goose. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're doing a little letter. We're writing a few letters to some Navy personnel. We're inviting them over to our farm on Sunday for a little 420 smokeout. So yeah, I'm just doing a couple of letters here. Right now I'm writing one for Logerson. It's going good, Goose. It's going good. We're enjoying a beautiful morning. We got some delicious coffee. We're writing letters in the game. I think it's damn good. I think it's damn good. Thank you so much for giving that shout out to Goose, Cyber Jarl, and Earthbound Space Explorer. I see you out there. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Raiders. We'll do a sea shanty. My mother has mentioned you fondly, and I would like to get to know you better. Sincerely, Mongo Verdello, Governor of Verdello Farms. There we go. This'll work. Logerson. There we go. There we go. All right. An orc poem. You got it, my friend. We're going to read the Rassiter poem since we've got so many folks in here. This is a poem that was written in EverQuest. There's a guy named Raster, and you have to fight him for the monk, for a big monk weapon that you get. It's a quest item. But the guy had a really long spawn time back in the day. It's a little different now. You can get him pretty easily. But before, it was like weeks before this guy would spawn. It was gnarly. So we'll do the Raster poem in the orc voice.
I'm at the Raster camp and it's pretty lit. Chillin' and rhyming next to a guck pit. I got my second monitor and a third one too. Netflix and chill will just have to do. So for 20 hours pass and it ain't so bad. It even builds character, according to my dad. But wait a minute here. Something smells sour. Oh, it's my nuts. I guess I need a shower. 3 days have passed and I'm losing my mind. Surrounded by minotaurs with big hairy behinds. I wish I could say that these were tears of Praxis, but they're not. Somebody please port me to Nexus.
It's the Rassiter poem. It's an EverQuest poem. But it's pretty funny to me. So I hope you enjoyed that. Now, a proper sea shanty. Thank you so much again for the raid. Bad Cat 13,
Hello.
Thanks for hitting the follow. Little Piss, welcome in. Hello. Let's do a sea shanty. Thank you. Hey, there it is. Thank you guys. Thanks so much for the raid. Appreciate that a lot. That's really nice. Alright, so we're gonna go do some letters. We gotta stop by Dapper's. And so we got some official business out on the water today. We got 2 letters. Yeah, so we're about to get out on the water. I want to make sure to put away this stuff here. This frickin' green algae. Keep it preserved. You like our cool secret door to the kitchen, dude? We got, it's for loading and unloading, really, is all it is. Like if I'm hauling a bunch of fruits and vegetables in here, we just open it up, drop in, drop them off in the storages. You know. But it's cool, though. It's cool. Oh. Secret door, bro, into the kitchen. A shortcut to mushrooms. It's a shortcut to mushrooms. It is a shortcut to mushrooms. Hey, Malachi, thanks for the follow. You like that, dude? The orc yell? Here's our garden. Here's our farm. Boom. Look at this, dude. This is where we have our official company meetings at Verdello Farms. Right in the middle of the farm. Right in the big greenhouse. We come in here. We do all of our company business. Alright, put away those seeds. Let's see. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna bring some lemons. Because I was saying I should load up the ship with some goods for the Navy. Because I'm going over there to drop off some letters. And hang a wall poster, so yeah. Let's get some coffee, some lemon. I know they said they don't want any cocoa. I remember that. So they got plenty of cocoa. Cacao. Is that how I'm supposed to pronounce it? Is that how I'm supposed to be saying it? Cacao? I like cocoa better. I'm saying cocoa. So yeah, we got a nice farm. Verdello Farms. Good old Verdello Farms. Looks like Miss Helga may have fallen asleep in the farm, and I understand, because I do too. I'm a farm sleeper. We should probably close the door, you know. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Coffee and lemons is what I'm bringing today. Just a little bit. I'm not bringing a big old pallet full of everything we have. Coffee and lemons. Lemon.
Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff.
Hey, it was fun running to you by the black market yesterday, the medicine maker. Oh, yeah, dude, that was cool. I had my face. I was alt tabbed, and I was typing up that that poster, dude, so I could cut and paste it. And so I'm alt tabbed, dude. I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, I come back into the game, and I'm typing, and I start hearing like the black market guy talking. He's like, "Hey, blah 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 blah," and I said, "What the hell? Is there people here?" I turned around. It was 3 people standing behind me. It was hilarious. It was good. How'd that bird get stuck in there? Yeah, it was hilarious. That's a good spot. I like that spot. Lemon. Lemon. Let's see. That's not even very much at all, is it? Yeah. That's very little quantity. Whatever. We'll bring it with us. I don't know if I'll trade it. I'll probably just give it to someone else. Alright. 2 letters and 2 wall notices. At least. Hey, that parrot got out. Nice. Frickin' parrot was down in the hull, dude. Did you see him? Biting all the wood. I bet he was. I bet he was down there shredding wood. Those cheeky parrots. That seems a rather familiar set of bottles in your pockets.
Hey, lad, you always gotta have a couple bottles at the ready. If you don't have a few bottles at the ready, are you even out there pirating? Hell, I'll have 3 bottles if I could.
They do look good, huh? I like those bottles.
Lower the nets.
Alright, we're on the water. Look how close our island is to the shimmer, dude. We're kind of close to it. We're up on it, huh? Get down on it. You actually meant the ones in the pockets, not on your belt. However, those do look great.
You gotta have a few bottles, especially if he's going somewhere and trying to be company. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Scallywags on the waters. Good thing the ship's pretty darn fast.
I need a Bermuda skin. I have a really nice mermaid sail that I'd like to put on here. Also, I'm going to help out a couple of my crewmates. I know Maeve is looking for a little artwork. So is Big Haas. We got to do a dolphin tattoo on Big Haas, because he shot and killed a dolphin with a cannon. We were fighting some Spanish, and we sunk the Spanish ship. And then the next thing we know, Haas shot his cannon, and it hit a dolphin and killed it. Of 1 in a million shot, I swear. And so he's getting he's gonna get a little dolphin tattoozy. Darn dolphins, exactly, dude. It was so hilarious. It was pretty darn hilarious. So we said, yeah, we better do that. Mongo doesn't do tattoos like professionally on the sea, you know, because it's more of Miss Gretchen is the character that does that. So doing it on Mongo would feel kind of weird, be like the same thing again for a different character. But for my own crew, though, yeah, I'll do it for the own crew, and I especially like this kind of thing too, where their tattoo develops over the season. You know, for like how Haas is getting the dolphin and you know stuff like that. It's like something that happened in the game. You know, something that happened in the story. Yeah, I see some nice dolphin tattoos. Ooh, there's a stripy one that I really like. It's kind of tribal looking. What I should do is I should do a cannon and a dolphin.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, lad?
Good. How are you? Do I recognize that green hair?
Aye, aye, aye. How's everything going, lad? I know it was pretty exciting last night. I was here and, heard about all that stuff with the Theo Von Arlington and how he was after y'all. Everything okay?
I believe so. It was actually shortly after you guys were here. I had to lay my head down for the evening, so I didn't quite catch as much or what exactly happened afterwards, but from what I've heard, it was pretty quiet afterwards, which was a relief.
Aye, okay, that's good news. No one's hurt, nothing like that? No one went out in battle?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, fantastic. Aye. I just wanted to come by and stop by and check and see, make sure, the port was still standing.
Yes, port still standing. Top hat still as dapper as ever.
Aye, alright. Good news then. Boy, we was on high alert over on the farm, lad. We wasn't sure what was gonna happen.
No, did they come pay you guys a visit as well, or just more
No.
by proxy?
No, but we was just so, concerned, that, we went on high alert ourselves.
Yeah, understandable. How have you guys been? Hopefully, apart from having been on high alert due to activities here, hopefully you guys have been well.
Aye, doing well, lad, doing well. The farm's producing, yielding plenty of crops, lad, so many.
Aye, that's good to hear.
Indeed. Yeah, we've been trading, we've been doing that. We're having a smoke out over at our farm on Sunday, so if you want to come by, just come on by, bring some lads, we'll smoke you out.
Yeah, I'll be sure to pass it along to the crew, and I imagine I see you here a fair bit, so I imagine that you might see them as well, but I'll try and pass it along.
Aye, lad, aye.
Ooh, thank you, that's very helpful.
Aye, lad, we'll have some munchies, we'll have some entertainment. It'll be fun.
I'll be sure to pass this along to the crew.
Fantastic, lad. All right. Well, I'll get on my way. I got a few letters to mail out over there at Proudshire, so you know how it is, lad.
Yep.
Fantastic. All right. Have a good day.
You too.
Oh, can you let Liam know? Just let him know, that us farmers are ready to jump in action anytime. So, he knows where to come and get some help.
I'll be sure to pass that along. I remember that from the visits we had over there.
Aye,
sure
lad.
To pass it along again.
We're real good cannoneers, lad. We can shoot real good. Accurate, too.
Okay. Definitely pass that on for you.
Alright, see ya.
See you.
Give it a little ding dong as we go. A A little ding dong. All right, let's get over to the port of Proudshire. We could stop off and see if Jim's awake. I could let him know about the thing. That was the Dapper Dan port back there. They're a big trading company. You know, they're probably about like, 17, 18 player company. We live pretty close by. We're basically like an island away from them. So they've been kind of like our main hub. You know, we go over there, bring a bunch of stuff. They give us some stuff. So we've been shaking hands a lot over there. And so last night we were doing finishing up some quests. Because you get some good rewards for them. You get some rare materials and stuff like that for the quests. So we try to do as many as we can. And one of them needed some wood. It's called poplar. And we didn't have much. We had like maybe 1,700, but the quest needed about 2,500. So we said, okay, let's go over there. You know, maybe they've gathered some, or maybe they know where to get some. We'll try to buy, like the 1,500 we need from them. And so we got there, and when we got there, they were telling us about some pirates that were hitting their port. There's a guy named Theo von Arlington, and he is. They apparently have some old crew members of Theo's. And so Theo's trying to like muster up his old crew. So he's over there trying to like, poach the crewmates back. And when we got there, they sailed by in the black sailed ship. So the whole crew, the whole Dapper Dan crew was riled up. They were all la 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 la, And then the pirate ship sailed past, dude. And so they all jumped on a ship, and we hid out for a minute and then jumped on our ship and took off. But there was a little action over there, a little storyline going. So, we wanted to, like, offer our support, as friends. You like a mid-helm? Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't mind it. This is a pretty comfortable position to be in. Big Hoss said his pirate name is going to be Shirley. We were laughing. He says his pirate name is going to be Shirley Temple, and he's going to wear a blonde wig. I said, hell yeah, dude. Let's go, bro. We'll raise the black today. Yeah, it does feel pretty good when you're turning in it, and I don't mind a helm in the middle like that, especially on a schooner. It's pretty good. And I know the crew they like having the open space back here. Whenever we're kind of sailing around, you'll see usually most of them will be hanging out back here. Hey, Lady Space Patrol. Hello, hello. Your crops are still fruitlings 3 days now. Is it safe to harvest? If it says harvest fruit, yeah, you're absolutely okay to harvest them. I wish I was at the farm so I could go and look at the crop plots, but yeah, as long as it says, harvest fruit, you're good. You're good. Your plant is at full growth. You can harvest it, and then it'll go into a lower phase, and it'll fruit again. So yeah, you're ready. You're ready. Yep. As long as you keep fertilizer in there, they'll continue to grow and continue to bloom. Yeah, your hand is the best. If you're an actual farmer, if you've got the homesteading down here and you get this, you'll actually get additional harvesting. This hand harvesting skill actually works for gathering resources too. So cutting trees, breaking rocks, everything, you're gonna get additional amount. So it's a very handy skill. Mind the pun. It's a very handy skill. Got him. Yeah, it'll go from seedling to like growthling or whatever to fruited. Those are kind of the stages. You can shovel the ground. If you shovel the ground, it'll till it. You'll get a little mini game. It'll till the ground, and you can increase the harvesting as well by tilling the dirt. My farm's a little too big to till all the dirt, but if we're gathering up a bunch of additional stuff, or let's say I'm doing lemons, for example, and I want more and more lemons, I will go through and till all the lemons after I pick them. And then the next time they bloom, there'll be more lemons on it. So there's a few things you can do to get a bunch more. Yo, Purpley, how you doing? Yo, Jersey Devil, good morning. Happy Thursday. Well, General Brash almost took himself out this morning. Oh no, you're at work, and he tipped a table over with the laptop plugged in and a full cup of coffee. Oh, shit. Yeah, dude, my bird gets a little naughty sometimes. He's a cord biter, and he didn't used to do it. He never really cared about cords or anything. It's like a recent thing now, and he got my Super Nintendo USB controller, shredded right through that fucker, and that was plugged to the computer at the time, so it's not my favorite thing. And then he's turning into a cord biter, dude, and I hate it. Yeah, Super Nintendo controller gone, dude. Like freaking raptor beaked. Yeah, he wants to nibble, you know. I guess I have to just give him some more things that he can nibble on, but he doesn't want to nibble them necessarily in his home or on his cage because he's got a little bit of an exploratory sense, right? So he likes to get out of the cage, go on the floor, walk around, and go find something to nibble on. He's a nibbler. Parrots do like to nibble, you know, so you got to give them like wood and stuff like that to shred, or toys that they can shred. Dang old nibblers, man. He was hiding in the kitchen, scared out of his mind. Oh god, did it start like sparking up or what? This is the place, yeah? Yeah. Damn. Sandbar. Sandbar! Oh god, is that a bat flying around? It's a freaking bat, dude. Look at that thing. Holy shit, dude. Freaking island of vampires, man. Wow. Big ass vampire bat, dude. Did you see him? Wow. Another one out there, apparently. We'll do a little ring ring. Ring ding dong. Ring a ding 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 dong.
They got them heads ringing.
Freaking big ass bat, dude. Shit. I better pull out a gun. Oh, he's pissed now.
Oh! He's after me. Ow! Freaking bat. God. What kind of place is this?
Vampire bats, water spouts, not the most inviting. Alright, let's get out here and shoot this freaking bat. Where is he? There he is. Aw, missed.
Oh!
I'm just running in and out of the cabin, dude. don't see anybody at the port. They would have probably heard me by now. So I don't think anyone's awake. Wow. Big ass bats, dude. Alright, let's keep pushing on. I was just going to see if Jim was around, if he was awake, and let him know about the incident there over at the Dapper Port. He's our crew lad. He's been hanging out over here with Mrs. Alice. That's their guard bat? It probably is, isn't it? I'm all shooting at it.
How rude! I feel like a fool if that's their guard bat.
Maybe Jim turned into a bat. Dude, he could be. What if it was him trapped as a bat? Is this the normal map or Blackwood? Ah, Hamplies, welcome, welcome. This is Darkside RP. This is a private server with, it's like a roleplay server. And they got their own map. They got their own custom map. It's a 5x5. It's really nicely done as well. This map is super cool. So this map's pretty cool. This server's really good. They have 4 free ports, B2, D2, B4, D4. The B2 free port is also the Royal Waters. So you have the British Navy who lives on this island, the Royal Navy. The outer reaches, if you look at these 4 corners, these 4 corners have increased gathering rates. And they have really good islands full of resources and stuff in them. But they also have storms that come in, like once, they have these mythos storms that pop in, you know, a couple times an hour, or maybe once every hour or something. And it'll destroy anything that's there. You know what I mean? You can be in your ship gathering, the storm will come in, you can stay on board the ship and repair it, and you'll be just fine. But you couldn't live there, you know, because every hour a storm that breaks stuff shows up. So they're called the outer reaches. They're high gathering rate. They're like a risk versus reward sort of thing. It's pretty fun. The server is really good. The mods are amazing. The admins are awesome. All the roleplay that's going on is awesome. There is a lot of rules. It is a whitelist server, so you have to apply for the whitelist and stuff to get in. But you have to roleplay. You know, it's highly important to roleplay because that's what we're doing here. And there's battles, there's ship battles and stuff, but it's very modified. This server's super modified. We don't have any mutes. There's no mutes. So like there's no like the sail doesn't need one. They've got it set up to where it just works. And then all of the cannons and stuff like that are player manned, you know. So it's pretty good, man. As an Atlas lover, this is my favorite server. There's another good server called Shipwreck RP. I do like them as well. That's one of the other servers I play. Yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun. One of your characters you'd like to see you do a heavy PvP / thief influence? I thought about it. I thought about having a character that was kind of like that, like a little more darker, a little harder, a little more battle-y, you know. I was thinking of doing a female character named Mildred. Mildred Verdello. Like Gretchen's evil sister or something, you know, or it doesn't even have to be in the family, really, the character family. It could just be a separate lady, Mildred. Mildred the Black. Aye. Just always just frickin' go frickin' hardcore. Orc, you've heard rumors of a pirate crew that lives in the outer reaches and have a single small lagoon harbor that sees no weather. Wait, am I in the right place? Is this the trade docks? Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm like, yo, why does it look different? They must have, okay, yeah, okay, I see what they did. Looks a little empty. They got a big red sign up that looks like it's closed. Make her absolutely wicked. People hate her, but she has so manipulation it's hard for people to know the truth. For Mildred. How do we create those really cool crate things that people put on the docks to transfer to and from? Ah, very good question. Very good question. You're talking about these, yeah? These pallets? We've got one in here. We got one in this little hatch here. This is where we keep our pallet on this ship. I brought some lemons and coffee with me. We can hook someone up with them. It requires a engineer, someone who's gone down the artificer. Got to have max artificer. So what I do, my build is a pretty cool build. I go construction through the building tree all the way down to being able to carry heavy stuff, like carry a lot of stuff. And then I have the farming tree all the way down, you know, because we be doing them farming. And then I can shoot a cannon really fast. So yeah, that's kind of like my favorite spec, really. Is it's a little mix of three, you know. I'm a farmer, a builder, and a cannon shooter.
Aye, lad, aye. Once I smell gun smoke, boy, my eyes glaze over.
sounds weird. I thought it was going to sound better than that. It sounds just freaking delusional. Naval trade is closed until Friday morning. Ooh, they get a whole day off? Wow. 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 Senpai noticed me? What the fuck? So is this a public board I can post on? Or, because that's, you know what I mean? It doesn't like seem inviting of a phrase to hang something up on here. Here we go. Blap right there. Blap. Verdello Farms Smokeout. We're having a smokeout, dude, at the farm on Sunday. We're having a smokeout. There it is. April 20, all day, Verdello Farms, A4 Palani. We'll be having a smokeout. There'll be munchies. We have the best beef flour on the sea. Come and spend the day with us on our tropical paradise. All are welcome. There we go. Now, where would the post office be? That's what I want to know. Because I got a couple of letters I want to drop off. And I don't want to just put them in a random box that if they don't get it checked, you know. You know what I'm saying, man? I don't want to put it in a rando box. Like, hey, did you get my letter? No, where'd you put it? I just put it in a crate on the docks. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Broken fishing pole.
Hello, how can I be of assistance?
Hello.
Hope to see you again.
Do not enter. Trade is to the left. A missing rabbit? Oh no. Leave him at NW Island. Return to Tekla. Help. Look at the rabbits yelling help, dude. You were born to be a pirate, but I know a bunch of Navy people. Arr. Tradesman District, Borough Market, Docks, Coffee Morning. Ooh. Coffee Morning. Oh, is that somebody? Hello.
Then what about about the word, handcuffs? Hello.
I'm just exploring around, looking for a mailbox. Is there an official mailbox here? I could drop off a letter for Captain.
Which captain?
Captain Duncan. I wrote him a letter.
I don't think so, but you can give it to me and I can make sure that he gets it in his mailbox.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. My name's Mongo.
Nice to meet you, Mongo. I'm, Melody. How are you doing?
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. I run the Verdello farms over there in A4. We got some real nice lads over there. We've been helping the Navy out here, bringing in some crops from the tropics from time to time.
Are you growing our tea and coffee?
Well, I would say, yeah, I've provided a good amount of tea and coffee. Aye, aye. Yeah, that's what I love to do. I love putting my toes in the ground and digging and harvesting. Boy, I'll tell you what, I sure do love a good farm.
It would be a shame if the person who was staring at a wall right now would just, break out into complete laughter.
Aye, aye, aye. Who's staring at the wall? That horse? Well,
Yeah, that one too.
I understand. You see, horses is born to run. So when they don't ever get to run all the time, they get a little pent up. They might bump into a wall or two.
That one flung me off of the side of a cliff the other day. Literally.
Oh. Oh my, then he must definitely been ready to run.
Yes, I hadn't used it for 2 or 3 days.
My, aye,
Something
aye.
like that. But yes.
Well,
If you want to drop off the letter with me, I can take it with me up to Captain Duncan.
aye. Now, would it be too much trouble if I gave you 2 letters? 'Cause I got one for Mr. Logerson as well.
Oh, yeah, sure. I can take that one too.
I know. Bait and switch, right? I get you in with 1 letter, and now I'm giving you 2.
I mean, I am somewhat of a paper shoveler already, so might as well add 2 letters to it.
Aye. We're having a little smoke out on the farm over there on Sunday. So I thought I'd invite some lads that could appreciate a little smoke, and we'll be having some munchies, a little entertainment. We'll just be hanging out all day and all evening.
Oh.
Aye.
I do like me some peace flower when I'm taking time off.
Aye. If you get a little time off or if you ride along with them, come on by. We'll be happy to smoke you out.
I might have to do that. I just might have to do that.
Aye. We've invited a lot of friends that we know, and so I know a lot of folks will come by. I'd love to see you there.
Oh, who did you invite?
Well, I've invited Dapper Dan and his crew. I've also put a few posters up at the different free ports. And I invited a nice lady from the Lighthouse Lodge as well. She said she would come by.
Ooh, which one of them?
Penelope, I believe. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met her.
Aye. She was living all by herself on an island. Well, she says she had another lad, but she said she put mostly by herself, and that says, well, just come on by the farm. We'll treat you good.
You should try to invite Barnabas too.
Ooh, I wouldn't mind. Do you know where he lives? I'm sailing around today inviting people.
I do believe he's up in B1. I think he's with Lighthouse Lodge. I'm pretty sure.
Well, heck, maybe that was that lad that was asleep she was talking about. Boy, I feel like a fool I didn't know it was him.
Could be him.
I bet it is. I bet it is. Because that's the same place I went to when I met that lady.
Ah.
Aye.
It was probably him snoring away.
Yeah, I bet it was. Oh, well, that's all right. Everybody snores. I know I snore.
Oh, if you ever meet him when he's awake, ask him about Dr. Des.
Hey, I met that lady, Des. Yeah, she actually came by the farm one day. I've been meaning to go by their island as well.
Oh, yeah, Yemcorp?
Yeah. I haven't really been over there yet, and I haven't met that lad Haster yet either, so I was hoping I could.
I don't think I've met Hester either. I've heard his name thrown out a couple of times here and there, but I've never met the man.
Aye, hell, shit. Well, I'll be darned.
Yeah.
From what I've heard,
I need to
seems
go
like a
and see if
nice
I can-
feller.
I haven't actually heard a whole lot. I just heard people say that he's like, he's with the Corp, that Dr. Des knows him. Yeah.
Aye.
The Akun
Fantastic. I see you got the trade closed. That's good. Let them lads get a day off, or two. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. It's to try to, spread out the trade to civilian companies.
Aye. Fantastic. Yeah, we was bringing in a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables for a while there, and so we took a little break, took a week off. We was bringing it in by the pallet load at least twice a day.
I bet the kitchen loved that because it makes it so much easier to keep us fed, and if they can keep us fed, happy sailors.
Aye, exactly. I know that brewer lad must be happy. We just did a contract a couple days ago for 500,000 sugar cane.
Oh yeah, Brewski.
Aye, I never met him, but I know they was looking. The lad over at the dock says to me, he says, oh, you growing sugar cane? I said, yeah. He says, can you bring us 500,000? My jaw hit the floor. I said, oh my God, lad, that's 500,000, that's so much. We made it happen, though. We made it happen.
I bet you that he's so happy he's probably sleeping in the brewery trying to brew all the rum.
Yeah, he's got a sugarcane blanket.
Probably a sugarcane bed too.
Well, I'll be a dadgum son of a gun, boy. He must be sweeter than hell.
Probably. Have you ever tried some of his alcohol? It's fucking amazing.
No, to be honest, I sure haven't. No, I wouldn't mind a taste.
I'll make sure to get my hands on some for the next time you come by, and I'll give you a sample of it.
Aye, all right. Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
Well, dang, Melody, you're a nice lady. I'm really glad I met you today.
Well, I do try to be nice, Can't walk around being all rude and broody and, stuck up.
Exactly. That's how we are over on the farm. We just say shucks and let it all run over our shoulders. Is that him? Is that the brewer?
No, that was secretary.
Hi.
Oh well.
Well, I'll be darned, Melody. I'm glad I met you today.
Well, I am glad to meet you too. I've actually heard a lot about you farm. I just barely ever leave the island.
Well, now you got an official invitation.
I will make sure to try to follow up on that one.
I hope to see you there. I hope to see you there. The farm's real beautiful, real nice, paradise.
I can imagine. I will definitely try my best to be there, but I can't guarantee anything because I'm swarmed with paperwork all the fucking time.
Aye. Well, you know, if you end up sneaking out on a sloop, I won't tell nobody.
Well, good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
Aye. All right
See
then.
that. Yet I also have a lieutenant behind me that's probably going to tattletale on me.
Maybe, but he looks like he's been standing still for quite some time. I don't think he's listening.
Probably not. He's probably.
God
damn it.
Oh, there he is. He rose from the dead, boy. I tell you what, he heard smoke out, he heard barbecue, he heard paradise. Now he's up.
Yep.
Aye.
At your service.
Oh, good to meet you, lad. I'm Mongo.
Hello, Mongo. Good to see you.
Aye. Well, I'm off, guys. I gotta head out, get some more posters up about the farm, and see if I can meet some more lads out there and invite them in.
All right. Yeah. You have a good day.
You too. Thanks.
Yourselves.
Thank you. Thank you for doing those letters. I really appreciate that.
No problem at all.
All right. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Is that a jump I did, dude? I like how he's turning into more and more of like a southern farmer. Starting to say like shucks and stuff. Yo, Hampolise, thank you so much for the follow.
Waaagh.
I'm glad I got to run into her. I like that lady. I was in a company with her last season. We were different characters, you know, so. But yeah, I was in a company with that lady last season. It was really fun. Alright, let's go over to D2. R2 de Tua. Loki, what's up, lady? Glad I ran into you, man. That was a lot of fun. I'm starting to like really fruit my farm character out with the southern talk, you know.
Well, I'll be darned. I'll be a dadgum son of a gun, lady. I ain't never seen no one as pretty as you.
You know, I'm just trying to go like a little more southern. It's basically just works for Moorcraft. They sound like that. Yeah.
Work. Something you doing? Me, not that kind of work. Back to work.
Zombie Gelatin, good to see you. Okay, fine. I'll get out of bed. No need to yell. last season was hella. That was asked back as Melody. So you just met the Secretary of NID. Ah, nice, dude. I like that name, Melody. I've always thought it was a nice name. I met maybe 2 or 3 Melodies in my life, and like they all seem to be really cool. Musical, right? It's like it's a musical name. Nice, that's good. I got the invitation for Oli, I got the letter for Duncan, the letter for Oli. We've got 4 of the free ports. So now I'm just going to D2 for the last wall hanger. Dude, we did the freaking 500,000 sugarcane. It was wild. Because I was harvesting my crop. I had maybe like 12 sugar canes growing. And I was harvesting it and I was plowing it and everything. And was only getting about 3,000 a run, 3,000 a harvest. And so we kind of talked about it in the crew. And we were like, well, let's go find a wild place somewhere where we can just gather it. And we'll wild harvest. And we'll see if it's any good. If it's better than farming it, And so we did. We found a place. We went and we started chopping sugarcane, and it was really good. So we just did that. We chopped all the sugarcane, brought it. Yo, Crimson Sky guy, what's up? But that was a lot. We didn't expect a request of that volume. So it was pretty fun as a company to come together and like do it and deliver it, and it was enjoyable. It was like a challenge almost, Can our farm provide for an order that size? And we did. We had it done in probably less than 10 hours. We got the contract, we rested, then we got up, people got up for the evening, and we went and did it. Delivered it. Same day, dude. 500,000 same day. Woo! You stuck Mr. Jim with your hook trying to get all of that sugar cane. Yeah, that's right, dude. I think that was a fun quest for our company to do, That'll cost you extra.
Well, shucks, I'll be a dadgum son of a gun. We're getting it done. 500,000 sugarcane, no problem.
But now we got a lot of extra sugarcane as well, because when we started building the order out of our own farmable stuff, we left it at the port when we went to the other hotspot to gather it. So we ended up leaving. Right now we have like 150k sugarcane at our own port too. So we have a lot. There's a lot of cane sugar. I wanted to kind of grow some in my backyard here at my house. I want some sugar cane, but I don't know if I can. It gets pretty dry and hot in the summers. It did grow fast. I mean, I was really surprised how fast that stuff was regrowing. Oh, I need to find a shipwright so I can get a Bermuda sail. I want to do a Bermuda on here, and I've got a beautiful mermaid sail that I'd like to put on it. Oh shit. There's a ship right there. They're just sailing by. It looks like a red sail maybe, or like an orange sail or something. Little pinkish. Fishing boat, just like mine. Alright, we're cruising. Your favorite headcanon is the brewer hiding the brews from you? Our brewer's good about keeping it out, dude. We've got barrels full over in his brewery. He's got barrels full. And then even the bar is stocked up with a bunch of cool like mixed drinks and stuff that you can serve. I'm going to do a little bartending on that day at our place. Whoa, there's a couple skulls on this island. Look at this one. Barbuda. Barbuda. I never did find any rubies. No rubies. But I think the quest is gone now, because I want to say that most of them reset last night. We were kind of like squeaking in the last of the quests yesterday for the week. Is the rack labeled Helga Rack? LOL. Barbuda. Ooh, I like the name of this island. Sarani. Nice. We got some good storyline in the last 2 days. You still have to let the postal service know that you moved? Ah. Yeah, I did 2 letters today, but I brought them directly to the port, and I was lucky enough to be able to give them to someone who would put them in the proper boxes. I was kind of afraid of leaving them. I didn't want to leave them in just like a random post box, you know, because I didn't know when they would get forwarded. So I was really happy to be able to hand those off. I was like, oh shit, if I put them in a weird box, you know, then it could be like 2 days before they get anywhere. So that was lucky. I was very lucky. I like the pen pal letters. Yeah, I did a pen pal last season. I had one. Miss G had one. Alright, let's tack into the wind the other way. If we can. It's a big tack. Woo. Yeah, it's a big tack, but we gotta catch. So we'll have to come down here a bit and then hit some more wind, go that way. Alright, let's do this tack. Alright, let's do this. We'll go around the island this way, and then we'll tack. We'll tack towards the grid. You need to capture a wild female cow. I like that arch. Look at that cool arch. It's like a triple archway. We're going west. We're going west to get to the east. AKA west.
What kind of compass you got, Mongo?
Let's find out what Jack Sparrow thinks about it. What do you know about the direction of west? Question mark. West. Oh boy.
Dude boy, orc boy asked me, what do you know about the direction of west? West, a direction known only to the most skilled sailors and rum-addled navigators savvy.
Aye.
It's the secret course one takes when neither east nor west fits the bill. It's where the compass spins wildly and the sea's mysteries unfold. I once charted a course to find the Fountain of Youth by sailing west, only to end up in a tavern in Tortuga. So keep your wits about ye if ye dare sail west.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Mr. Sparrow. Thank you.
Nah, knew that lad was a good captain somehow. I always wondered, does he plan it all out, or does he just do it on the fly?
The voice isn't even close to the voice. He's done a few funny ones. I like being able to ask. I like asking the question, because you never know what they'll reply. And usually it's pretty funny. Dang, we're definitely catching some fish in this storm. Woo! We're getting battered back and forth a little bit. Need a Mongo AI? That'd be cool. You have a little surprise? Ooh. I should be back soon. I'm just stopping off at this last free port to put a sign on the notice board. I'm pretty sure Mr. Haas wants to sail today. He said he has no nightmares, so I'm sure he'll be down to do a little sailing. A little adventuring. And I know Doc Stout, he might come on tonight as well, Doc Stout. And we could probably go do a little adventuring. We've got a few things in mind for medical gathering. Take us to some dangerous lands. If we get enough crew folk up, we could do it. It's an in-game thing, but you can hear of it out of game because it's a link to a thing.
Earthbound Space Explorer asked me, will Mongo, Verdello and company put on a good smoke-out party this Sunday? The legendary smoke-out party. If Mongo, Verdello and their motley crew are at the helm, then you can expect a gathering as wild as a hurricane, as unforgettable as the Kraken's roar. They'll likely conjure up entertainment worthy of Poseidon's own court, with tales, tunes, and perhaps a bit of rum.
Nice.
So brace yourself for a Sunday spectacle, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary savvy.
Nice. I don't like the way he says savvy. Every time he says it, it's real, like, plain. It doesn't fit the rest of the sentencing. Savvy. He always says it like savvy. If the AI would draw it out more like savvy, or I don't know. Nice one, dude. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out. We're having a lot of fun. We're just getting the word out about the Sunday festivities. I also know Sunday is Easter as well, so, you know, some people will be busy, but I think also a lot of people will do the thing during the day, and then in the evening they'll all be online, so it could be pretty fat. It could be a pretty fun little gathering. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, some pirates showed up, and who knows. It'll be fun. Yo, Silva! Sailing in on a tugboat. Alright, let's try to get a little wind again. You've been sailing circles on the tugboat all morning? Tugboats are cool, man. Their sole purpose is just to, like, tow another boat somewhere, or, like, bring it somewhere. Bring a big ship somewhere and put it in. Park it in somewhere tight. You know what I mean? Tugboats are cool, bro. They're like the forklift of boats, you know what I mean? Like, they just go out there and, like, assist.
Whoa, we got some, look like some Spanish Armada out there, lad. Whoa, lads, get away!
Oh, they're chasing. Ooh, we got no wind.
Oh, you'll never catch me, lads. You'll never catch me.
Oh my god. They were close, right? Alright, there's the island we're going to. Coffee's good this morning. Real good. You'll post a link in the Discord. You can play it on stream if you want. Oh, okay. You can post a link in the chat here too if you want. It's okay to do. You're also welcome to post it in the Discord as well. Yeah, I allow links in the chat, and the only reason is because I have a pretty powerful bot. The Wise bot is really good at deflecting the spam and stuff like that. And then all the friends who want to post things in the stream, you know, they usually only post like a YouTube video or like in this case a Suno song or a clip, like a Twitch clip or something, you know. And so I do want people to be able to share those kinds of things. Wisebot is quick, dude. A lot of times it's within like a second of like if a spam guy comes in here and he spams like a malicious link or whatever, Wisebot's on it quick, dude. So I can appreciate it. Yeah, we'll play it. I'll play it when I get to shore. I like Suno. I made a couple of goofy songs over on Suno. It's pretty nice. I ended up getting a really good song out of I did kind of like a medieval bard style song. It was hilarious, dude. All right. Here is the Freeport. So I think I can sail right in over here into the bay. Hopefully. Ooh, it's a bit shallow. Oh yeah, there's sandbars all through there. Alright, yeah, we can't sail in there. If we were in a sloop, yeah, we could get through it, but we'll have to go around this rock. Because I'm not crashing this ship.
No way, lad. This ship's staying afloat.
Damn. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I think I am in the wrong place. Because this doesn't go through. I thought this sailed through.
Well, I'll be a dadgum son of a gun, lad. We're pulling in the wrong port. Wrong port, wrong port. Hey, whoa, watch it there, lad. That's the wrong port.
That's what she said.
Hey, whoa, whoa, that's the wrong port, lad.
Oh my god. Alright, now let's sail in.
Ah, smooth sailing in this port. Yeah, I like this one. Mm-hmm. Holy moly.
Alright. Oops. I told the ship to attack the dock. Attack the dock! Wouldn't be the first time we accidentally attacked a dock. You know what I'm saying, dude? Oops, did I shoot a cannon?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, there's the notice board. Verdello Farms Smokeout. There we go. Sweet. Alright, now let's do that Suno song. We'll do a sea shanty. All right, here we go.
Oh, the sea is wide and the sea is deep. She sings to those who do not sleep. And in her song a hunger grows that only salted hearts may know. Heave ho, boys, trim the line. Love's as sharp as a hook in brine. Heave ho, boys, keep her tight. Something stirs in the belly of night. We lost poor Jonas to the storm. No soul, no bones, no body warm. Just a boot and blood on the leeward side, and tastes like brine where we cry. Heave ho, boys, don't look back. The sea don't care for what you lack. Heave ho, boys, drink it down. The salt's for more than keeping sound. Some dream soft with mouths agape, a murmur sweet in sleep's escape, and laughter rolls from lips unknown, but sweeter still the thoughts we don't own. Heave ho, boys, tie it fast. Desire's teeth were made to last. Heave ho, boys, pray to sleep. Something's warm that ought to keep. Oh, brother mine, oh, crew of mine, your voices echo down my spine. Your ribs rise up like hymns at sea, and I would keep you all in me. Heave ho, boys, mark the tide. It pulls us all from what we hide. Heave ho, boys, to shore or grave. We're all just something the sea might crave.
Ah, yeah, I like it. I like it.
And the sea is deep. She
Thank you.
sings to those who do not sleep. And in her
I got it on repeat. I like it. I like it. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. It can be a little hard to get Suno to like sing real good, you know what I mean? I've had that trouble where you try to get them to sing something and it just comes out weird, or it sounds a little too like vocalized, you know, like that vocal synthesizer thing. The voicalizer. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's really nice. I didn't know Barnabas lived at the lighthouse. I'm gonna have to try and look him up because we're not opposite schedule, but I think that like I start when he's ending, kind of a thing, you know. And so I don't catch his show that much, unfortunately. If I'm up late or something, I can tune in for a little bit, and I can usually leave a lurk. But I haven't had a chance to really see too much of the story. But there is something I do. I've got a little bit of a guilty pleasure. So now we're like about 2-ish weeks into the season. You know, what I'll do is sometimes I'll queue up some of my friends' streams and watch their start, you know. Like watch Flemington's start, watch his first couple of episodes, you know, maybe Goose, watch a couple of his first couple of episodes. And since we're like a couple weeks in, it's, you know, it's perfect timing. All right. Thanks again, Zombie Gelatin, for sharing that. That was really fun. All right, let's get back home.
Homeward bound.
Let's see. Do I have my cold clothes? You know what? We could stop by over there. Damn. We got no wind. Cheers from Denmark. Let's go. My family is Danish and Swedish lineage. And they moved to Minnesota in the colonies in the United States. Minnesota. Oh yeah, you know. My grandma. Oh yeah. I love her. The wind is always against us in the game. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Everywhere we go, man. It's always blowing at the ship.
Boy, we need to get Haas on board, feed him some beans so we can get some wind.
We keep making the joke that we'll just feed Haas a bunch of beans and we'll get enough wind. Just yell at the wind, it'll change.
Hey! Wind! Can you please change?
There we go. We even said please. We even said please. Do not take the advice. It works in relationships too. Ah. Yeah, I've seen some pretty toxic relationships, you know, where the two couples just always are yelling at each other, you know. Never ends well, never ends well. You know, and it gets to the point where friends don't want to take them nowhere or go be around them because they're always going to yell at each other. You know what I mean? It rubs off, like the negativity like rubs off onto all the surrounding people. Is it wrong that you like Storm because of the wind it gives? No, I do like them too. The only thing that I think that is tedious for me in a storm is when the ship gets kind of like rocked back and forth. Because I'm one of those sailors that likes to stay on course, you know, or at least be going the direction we're going. And if the ship's like freaking turning side to side to side, I correct against it, like I steer against it. But it still feels like it's got that feeling behind it that feels like you're not making any movement, you know, or going the way you want. But I do like fishing in the rain because you do get a lot more fish in the nets during those storms. Probably has to do with speed, right? But yeah, you can scoop. Storms is good fishing. Yeah, the two mid sails are pretty good. I've seen some really nice ships like that. Some nice schooners. A lot of people are playing that new RuneScape, huh? Look pretty cool. Look pretty cool. I never played the old RuneScape, so I don't have any nostalgia for RuneScape itself. But I did play some Ultima Online, and I kind of feel like RuneScape is a little bit similar. And so I can appreciate it. I watched some YouTubes on RuneScape as well. There was like some big big YouTubes, you know. I watched a few. I have a few friends who play it, you know, so sometimes they stream it or something like that. It looks too much like Valheim. We did a cool Valheim run about a month ago, and it was my first time ever going to the Mistland and the Ashland, so that was pretty cool. I'm looking forward to the 7 Days to Die update that's coming out soon. And we got a little EverQuest coming out in May as well, mid-May. There's a new EQ server launching. TLP, time lock progression. You haven't been to Ashlands? You got burnt out? The game can be a bit challenging, yeah. What I did notice was it's kind of like a rinse and a repeat, right? You get to the new biome, you farm the new materials, you make the new equipment, you get to the next one, same thing. Next one, same thing. Next one, same thing. Yo, Gus Nation. Hello. Apparently there's going to be another biome, zombie gelatin. They're doing Deep North, which is a completely frozen one. So there's still another biome to be coming out. You can go to the Deep North and you can see some of the continents. I'm sure they'll change, but they're all like iced over and empty. You were playing on a community server, you got yelled at for trying to help someone? Oh, man. How's my day so far, Gus Nation? Fantastic, friend. We're out on the water. We're doing some RP. I'm giving out invites to our island on Sunday. We're doing a little 420 smoke out on the island, so we're inviting everyone on. We're inviting the server over there. Doing a little H2O. Deep North is supposed to be the last biome before they consider the game done. That's pretty good because, you know, I want to say, I thought I saw a couple of years ago that they announced like they were done, you know, that they were done. And then I was pleasantly surprised when a few more things still kept popping up and they still kept coming out with stuff. Maybe they weren't, maybe the few years ago they didn't say they were done. Maybe they just outlined the last of what they were going to do. And so maybe I thought they were done. What they said is that they don't plan on adding DLCs or anything else after the already planned content. Ah, okay. Ah, yeah. That's pretty cool. Because, you know, honestly, they could if they wanted to. If they finished up their content and then decided, you know what, let's do a freaking DLC, you know, let's do like something else, you know, like Valheim Dungeons or, you know, and it was just all tons of dungeoning. People would probably get it. It's too bad the server capacities don't really support more than 10, you know, because when a small community of gamers boots up a Valheim server, there's usually like 15, 20 people that want to jump in and try it out. But we were seeing some pretty heavy lag even at like 8 characters, you know, 8 players connected was definitely bogging it down. Yeah, you can with the mods. It just gets even laggier, you know, it's because it's so not designed for that, for somehow, you know, I don't know. Alright, we'll see if anyone's around. Oh. See if anyone's home. Woo, that's bright. It's dark and it's foggy. You would run a server for Valheim if it wasn't so small? Yeah, we just finished one up about a month ago. We did a 2-month-long server, and you know, we spent about maybe 3 weeks on it. It was pretty fun. At one point I had to log in as the admin and do like a despawn command. I had to like depop all the wood laying around and all the extra junk laying around, and then especially when you get to the ashlands, is super junky. You know, one party going through the ashlands is going to leave hundreds of dropped items on the floor. You know, different rocks, different everything. And so I ended up having to go in and do like a little admin work like that, like cleanup work and stuff. I like this, dude. Hold on. That is hilarious. London is that way. I like it. I like it. I wonder if that's it's funny. Yeah, no one home. They should have a mailbox, I would think. I could also do a wall tag, but let's look for their mailbox. Here's a letter desk. Ah, here we go. Okay. Oh. Oh. All right. Give me about 1-2 minutes. I got to take a quick AFK break, a small health break, and I'll be right back. If you're new in the stream, hit that follow, and I'll see you in just a few minutes. Thank you. All right, I'm back. Anybody come out? Okay, let's go. Okay. Dang, it gets cold in here this morning. Holy moly. I need to wear 2 pairs of socks. You know what I'm saying? When it's so cold, you got to wear 2 pairs of socks. Ooh. You always wear 2 socks on each foot? Nice, dude. Let's go. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I know one of my buddies, dude, he used to always get double thick or whatever socks. That was his whole thing. Double thick. I need a really thin sock for summer. A small one. I change sock types and lengths depending on the season. In the winter, I like a little shin high, you know, thicker sock. And in the summer, I like a small little ankle sock. Thin, very thin. You work in the cold at your grocery store as a meat cutter? Ah, yeah, dude. See? Going up in the freezer all the time. Plus, they probably got the AC on all year. And even in the winter, they're probably blowing out cold air in that place. In that building. Yeah, I do a lot of warehouse work. You know, I'm a warehouser. So... for me, I need I need to be with the weather, you know. I like the winter, you know. I like it. I like the cold. I'd rather work in the cold like that than in the heat. The heat is when it's like, oh man, because in the cold you can bundle up. You can wear some extra layers, you know, you can be comfortable. In the heat, whoo, whole different story, man. You're stuck in it. Yeah, I like warehouse work. You know, it's a little more physical, and usually you don't have to answer any phones. which is nice. Yeah. Put in a little headphone piece and pull your orders or put your shit away or frickin' offload a truck or whatever you're doing. You know. I feel like the time kind of goes by faster for me too. Because when I'm sitting at a desk job and I'm answering calls and I'm behind a computer, it just feels like it takes longer for me, you know, to me. But when I'm standing up, walking around, picking shit up, putting it down, you know, it's a little better. It's a little better for me. Even if I'm like slightly out of shape and it, you know, takes a little while to get into it, but once I'm in the swing of things, dude, it's nice. It's like my preferred type of work.
Pick stuff up and put it down. That's right, lad. I'll tell you what. Go ahead, put it on down. I'll pick it on up, and then I'll put it down. Pick it up, put it down.
Oh man, got some shippies. But my last warehouse job was it was more of a mix of office work and warehouse work. So, you know, it was a large volume appliance warehouse. And so they had all the tech, you know, they had scanners and labelers and, you know, we had to put labels on everything. We had to do a lot of stuff that was a little more like computerized, a little more office type stuff. You know, you always had to have like one guy kind of in charge of stuff because, you know, the rest of the guys would like break the equipment or something, you know. Some guy would be like, let me see. And then he'd like snap something or, you know what I mean? Like, dude, you broke it. Now we can't do anything today. I'm the guy that fixes all that stuff. Right?
My labeler won't print. My labeler.
And you go and you look and the guy like stepped on the cord or something. It's unplugged from the back a little bit. Not out. Of course the plug's not out. It's loose. You know what I mean? And like, you definitely know some of these warehouse lads aren't going to figure that one out. And then you look over and one guy's kind of like hiding and shit. You're like, wait a minute, dude. Did you pull it out, bro? Are you pulling a shenanny? Yeah, did you put in a ticket? What's a ticket?
What's a ticket?
We've all been there, right? I think that like once people know how to use a piece of equipment, they're fine with it. But it's what happens when like the screen closes down on them or something, and they don't know how to get back into the app, or the password locks them out, and it needs to be changed. And so no one remembers the password for the new one for a week, you know, that kind of thing. Those are the small hiccups. Logistics hiccups. Wow, look at that island. Impressive. And I was in that situation, like, you know, we would, at my old warehouse, I ended up kind of being in charge of opening up the warehouse, you know, getting people in the door, lining up the first trucks that were dropping off for the day, that kind of thing. And that kind of stuff would happen, man. Like the passwords would be bad that day and you'd have to get new ones, or some patch would go out from, the tech department. The IT department would roll out a patch or something, and nobody's computer would log on in the morning, kind of a thing. And there's like no one to call, and everyone's in bed, and that kind of stuff. Or you'd be closing, and it'd be a similar thing. Some thing would happen that was problematic, and it'd be at one of those times when all the support is not around. My first warehouse was pretty good. They were a little more old school. They still did paperwork and they still did computerized stuff, but a lot of it was also handwritten. We would do our inventories handwritten. We would do tons of stuff handwritten, and then key it into a computer later, which was pretty nice. Easier, I think. A little more old school. Yeah, do you know my email and password? No, we don't. You set that up on your own, when you first started. Remember, you set that one up? Some guy's been there 5 years. When you first started, bro, when you set up your email and your password.
What?
I just came back from vacation. I can't remember any of my passwords. Now that's a legit one. Like, that one is understandable. That one's understandable, dude. If you come back from a vacay and you forgot all your passwords and stuff, I think that's okay. I think we can do a reset for that one with no questions asked. All right, we'll do a reset for you. Pick a new password. Now, if it's just a long weekend, like a Monday off, and you come back in and forget your password, now we got a problem. No, I'm just kidding. Now we got a problem. It happens literally every time, and it's always a manager. Yeah, dude, yeah. And I don't blame them, because I don't know the stuff, like, every generation is a little bit behind, right, when it comes to advances. So for me, for example, my parents are boomers, and so they weren't really necessarily that great at computers and stuff. They didn't grow up next to them. Me and my sisters were Gen X, and so we kind of had them in the classroom when we were younger, and then we also went through the 90s as teenagers and stuff like that, and we had AOL and shit like that. So we jumped in on the ground level as the stuff, came out and progressed. But I wouldn't say that I know how to do a lot of shit that goes on now. The technology has actually surpassed me. Yeah, I built one PC back then, and then I'm looking at the new PC I have now, my latest one that I bought as a pre-build, and I'm going, dude, there's no way I could have put this together. You know what I mean? There's got to be at least 30 different more connections going everywhere in there. Small space, I can't even get my hand in there, let alone know where everything plugs in. But I did upgrade it. When I first got it, I had a 1 terabyte SSD, and so I ended up getting another terabyte SSD and installing that. That wasn't hard, though. That was just plug 2 things in and boom. But I still had to dig for those plugs, man. I had to dig. Your natural habitat is a data center? Yeah. Hey, my monitor's broke. What do you mean? Well, it doesn't have all my stuff on it. Well, yeah, no, we gave you a new computer. You have to like pull all that stuff back out and put it there. What? No, no, it was saved on my monitor. My monitor knows it. Just go back to the old monitor. It's saved on my monitor. Ah, okay. I got you. I got you. Well, looks like it's all that data's lost. You're gonna have to put all those icons back on your monitor one more time. Sorry. Yeah, you're just gonna have to do it again. Oops. No, but I do feel bad though because my mom, man, she's a boomer, right? And she kind of falls victim to the scams, you know. I'm just like, why? How? I just say why and how. That's all I can do. Why? How? I should say she has fallen victim to some scams, but we've improved on that a lot. OMG, dude, your mom has gotten scammed 3 times in 2 months. My mom has a little bit of she gets manic. She's got some medical issues, you know, a little bit of handicap, and so yeah, she'll get manic. She'll socialize with anyone and everyone, and she'll just click links, and and I'm like, yeah, man, that's where it's coming from, you're clicking links. Even inadvertently, I'm not clicking links. Well, you had to have, because this stuff, is getting there from them tricking you into clicking stuff. Your dad ended up getting scammed for 3 years. If you didn't include the 3 different girlfriends, one is in jail for ID theft. Oh man! Oh shit!
Oh! Stop shooting holes in my ship! Oh! Oh! I'm turning into him. Those were some big boys back there. Come out of the fog. Holy moly, see those lads back there?
I know, it sucks because they're all retiring. So they were all too busy to get to do a lot of internet. They maybe did a little internet back in the day or whatever, but now they're all retiring. And they're on the internet all day, dude. Socializing, clicking links. I'm just horrified. And it's a lot of my friends say the same thing too. They have the exact same story. Like, oh man, my mom got frickin' hacked, or my dad got hacked. My dad got catfished. He's frickin' thought he was dating Pam Anderson online. All this stuff that we grew up with and know immediately right off the bat that stuff's fake, and we wouldn't even care about it anyway, because we've gone through those phases, right? We did those phases when we were young, and so now it's like we're so hardened against it that we see other people getting into it, and we just shake our heads, man. We're like, how can you fall for it? But what's even scarier is now they're voice emulating and even video emulating, and like they're creating characters that are catfishing and scamming the elderly that look almost real, man. So yeah. Your dad got catfished for 3 years. I think he gave at least $100K to the person. Said the person turned around and tried to scam you after it told him that dad had passed. Damn. They tried to do that? Fuck, that's crazy. That sucks, man. I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. All right, we're in our home waters. Yeah, that's a lot. And I feel like, you know, my mom, she kind of hides things. She's a hider, you know, like if she's sick or if she has something wrong or if something bad like that happens, like a hacking, she hides it, man. She hides her embarrassment, you know, because she's old school. And I'm like, dude, no, you gotta be open about it. You gotta be like, oh no, this happened, and we gotta figure out how to make it not happen again. But they're just different, you know. A lot of times they kind of hide their embarrassment, their ailments, or other things, and including mental health. They're not as open about mental health as our generations are. You know, like if I feel off, I'm gonna be like, dang, I feel off, man. Maybe I should go. I feel like I'm kind of losing my mind, or I feel like I'm, a little ramped up or something. I mean, maybe I should go ask about this next time I'm at the doctor. But even my sisters, who are 10 years apart from me, they're still Gen Xers, but they're closer to being boomers than they are Gen Xers, dude. They're way more boomery. So they're old school too, and they hide all their elements and never get treated. Yeah. They were the generation that always opened the door and answered the phone no matter what, unfortunately. Yeah. I hate answering the door. If I get a knock on the door, I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I'm like, who the hell is this? Why didn't they call? IR talk good? You should have spelled GUD.
What? Something they doing? Me not that kind of orc.
Beat the devil out of it.
That's right, Bob. We're going to beat the devil out of it. Boy, there's a ton of freaking ships out here today. Wow.
And there is only one thing we say to death. Not today.
That's right. Not today. I liked that character, man. I wish they would have did at least another solid episode with that guy in it a little more. With some more sword training, or at least at that part when he had to kind of like defend and stuff like that. It was his last scene. I wish they would have shown a little more where he like went to town on some dude with the wooden... He had a wooden sword, a training sword. That's all he had when the guards came. And dude, it would have been dope if he would have like... Bap, 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 bap. Like fucked one dude up hella quick. I liked that character a lot though. He was good, man. That was a good character. George R.R. Martin still going on and on about the book that that's not going to release for a million years. I think I saw something recently where he was talking about like a little blurb of it, but
I'm being told that it's a skill issue, just don't die.
That's right. That is right. Just don't die. And you know what we say, kids? Just say no to drugs.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Crazy. Dangerous.
Dude, it sounds like a group. You know what I mean? Sounds like an old pop group. You know, dumb, stupid, crazy, dangerous. We're in the house. Oh, like a '90s pop group. A foursome. Teen pop band. You know what I mean, dude? But I'm not gonna lie, I had a little crush on Tori Spelling there for a good amount of my younger years. I was like, ooh, she's so pretty. Too bad Screech wasn't in it, right? Where's Screech? Screech was in a punk band partying out while those guys were doing the PSA. Yeah, I like those Tangias. The Tangia is really fun, zombie gelatin. You got a lot of rewards. They got a lot of overlays. I really enjoy it. Their webpage can be a little funky at first, you know, but once you figure it out, it's pretty nice. The Twitch chat rewards often break on you, so you use Tangia? Yeah, you're right. Sound alerts has gone down a bunch of times over. that I know of. Plus, they had like kind of crappy limitations, you know. Sound alerts was limited at, I think, 5 sound alerts. So that's kind of sucky, you know. That's not very many. And then you got Blurp and Tangea. They'll let you get all the way up to 50 if you want, which is the maximum that you can even have on Twitch, you know, 50 redeems at a time. That's a lot of redeems. I've had all 50 before, and it's like too many almost.
Ah, back to the farm.
Uh-oh, I think the crab trap's broke. We might have left him out too long.
Wah, 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 wah. Back to the farm. Oh, yeah.
Here's going to be the new workshop. Pretty cool, huh? Nice and big. Yeah. The new workshop. And then I think the doctor's office is going around here as well. I think it is. Although I do kind of like this space over here too. It's a little tight though. Patrice was saying that this space here is just a little too tight. He did build a building here yesterday. It was a nice brick building here, and it had a bell tower coming out of it. It was pretty nice. But he decided he wanted to move it, you know, so one of those, you know, back to the drawing board kind of situations. Hey, Aggressive Lee, welcome in. That's not including the commands most people use. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I do have some of those commands. You have a strict no pants policy in your chat. And next to it, the armory. I thought the doc's office was next to the brewers. Yeah, he did build one there. He built a house, like a brick building that it ended up deciding to change or switch it up. BDW, if you hit escape, slightly change the ground color destiny and hit apply, the grass comes back. Ah. NIT always with the grass, but most of the time. Hey, there you go. Oh. Ah. That's a good episode of The Office. That's a real good episode of The Office. They're all sitting there, dude, looking at the DVD thing, and Michael thinks the meeting is like a hit, dude. He feels like he's a good manager for the day, bro. He's walking around all up. I like the show. I do like that show. Have you seen the extended ones? Anyone here watch the extended offices? There was like a run of them that had deleted scenes and stuff in them. That was pretty good. You remember watching that when you were a kid, dude? Like in school? That's funny. Just don't break my computer, you guys. Don't splash me with water. And don't break the computer. No splashing, no breaking.
Hey! Who did that?
Little combo. You see that? You do a little combo. If you said you didn't really care for The Office, would you still be welcome here? Absolutely. I didn't really watch the... I couldn't get into the European one as good. But yeah, I liked it. It's a good one. Some of those characters are pretty funny. Will Ferrell was on there for a few episodes. Alright, we did it, dude. We got some letters out there. Some posters are up. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling good. Hey, I'm feeling good. Hey, I'm feeling good. Hey, ho, I'm feeling good. Hey, I'm feeling good. Hey, ho.
People are going to be like, what the hell are you doing out there, Mongo?
Oh, you know, just getting a little exercise, lad. Gotta stay limber if you're gonna be a good farmer. You don't want to be bending down, picking the plants, and all of a sudden your back locks up. No, sirree, Bob. Gotta stay loose.
Speaking of backs locking up, I should probably go do some yard work today. I'm about a quarter of the way done with my backyard. It's a thick backyard of grass. It looks like wheat. It's as tall as wheat. I gotta basically weed eat a field of wheat, man. And I can only really go like 2 hours before I start getting too sore. So I just split it up. Do it throughout the week. But I did it on Tuesday. I did it Monday and I did it Tuesday. And Tuesday, I was definitely getting a little whooped. I was feeling a little whooped. My back was sore from bending down and stuff and weed eating and all that crap. So I skipped yesterday. And I think today I'm ready to go again. Another round of weed eating. Luckily for me, I only have to do it about once a year. Because it gets hot here. And so after the initial spring growth, it just kind of gets golden and dried. And so I just chop it down and ends up, that's it. That's it for the year. One time a year. Late April, early May. If I wait till early May, it's a little too thick. So I have to hit it when it's thin enough to chop, quickly and efficiently. Otherwise, I'll be out there even longer chopping through thick patches. It's a mountain region. We're in the mountains. And so the grasses get pretty tall pretty quick. Pretty tall, pretty quick. But yeah, we got all our memos out there. We got some letters out to some folks. So I think we'll call it for the session, for the episode. And then later tonight I'll come on, hang out with the crew, see what's going on. Maybe we'll go sailing. Maybe we'll shoot some cannons. Maybe we'll go get into a little adventure. A little adventure. We've got goats.
Let's go.
Yeah, we do have goats. You want a meta? Alright, guys. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to show some community love. Let's find a raid target. Hey, thank you so much, Aggressively, for hitting the follow.
Waaagh.
Appreciate that. Sail on the seas. Let's do this. Let's go over to Zatelier, who's playing Fred Ehrman over at the Dappers. I believe I ran into him earlier this morning, so we'll show a little community love. We'll show some RP support to a fantastic community member. And I want to say thank you guys for joining me today. You guys are absolutely amazing, and we'll catch you on the next stream. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.